Okay, guys, Chacha Monsiro here. Yeah, I want to talk uh, about the American ban with the having the aim of banning TikTok. Well, I'm not an American. I'm somewhere in Africa, but I don't know. I'm in Kenya. I don't know what. I haven't seen Kenyans reacting to this, but on my take, this is my take about American US people want to, where US government want to ban TikTok. That's a bad move. It is a serious bad move. Why? America is still the leader, is still a global leader, a global influencer on every platform. And me being an East African, this thing will affect us directly. Because a few months ago, there was also that issue in the Kenyan parliament to ban TikTok. Somehow that issue dissolved. I don't know how it disappeared. Maybe I later saw a headline somewhere saying TikTok promised to build a data center in Kenya for Africa, for the whole Africa. Well, it was a good thing, good investment and it will create jobs for us Kenyans. But you know what? The idea of Americans wanting to ban TikTok, that thing will create another echo, especially to us Kenyans who we are kind of mirroring. We mirror the American governance almost in every sector. And now that being Kenya, the current government plays kind of a puppet role for American government or American whoever runs the intelligence. So we are kind of close. Now when American do such a kind of an act, then it might resurface the same thing to the Kenyan parliament. Then the next day we'll be having the same issue, our Kenyan politicians talking, our Kenyan parliamentarians talking about the banning of the TikTok. But TikTok is more of a liberal. It is more of a westernized app than even the Western platform. Well, I'm not an American, so this thing should not concern me. Now my concern is about we Africans. You see, this is the real image of let me put it this way. There'll be no nuke if Third World War happens. No country can deploy nukes. If there's any country that can deploy nukes, is the same country that bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because they still want to be the dominant nation. Now that the dominance is moving to the east, to the Asian world, they feel they are threatened. Actually, Americans feel threatened because China, Japan, and India, the way they are coming. Well, I've never visited those places, but I also watch here on the internet. So my question when I was watching these clips about American wanting to ban TikTok, it brought for me a big perspective, a big broad perspective of internet. Internet is the new weapon. Internet plus the issues of AI, I've never consumed it, but I don't know how it works, but internet is the new war. How? For example, here in Kenya, we are prone of attacking people online. Like we kind of, when we get some information about us, against us, we react towards it. Well, let's remember, we don't own any of this platform. We don't own any. And in any way, we don't dance to the tune of the West or the East. They might pull pull back the they might pull back. I'm back now. Here's where we African, we should ask our question, like where do we belong in the internet world? Do we have any infrastructure, or do you have any investment on the infrastructure, on the internet infrastructure? Do you own any of this platform? Because let's say we disagree on something like well, in Kenya we have law about gayism. Let's say the next day another president come and say, oh, that thing is bullshit, let's throw it away. And Americans say, okay, we'll pull away Facebook, X, the Twitter, even YouTube can be shut down. Or let's say you talk negative. Let's say you talk something about TikTok, something about some historical Chinese issue, historical political past. There's some bad political past about China. China can individually, they can order TikTok. TikTok can decide to throw away your account. They can block you from accessing their platform. You see? So this is where now we have to ask ourselves questions like, what do we own here? Yes, it's like you are renting a space. It's like you're living in someone, you are farming in someone's farm. No, not really even farming. You just went into someone's farm and you start harvesting. This person may start saying, may decide, oh, so you are harvesting something you didn't even commit yourself into. And they can decide to block you from. Now this is what is happening to us. I don't think Africans, we own anything on these platforms. Well, since it is a dance between East and West, we'll still watch. We'll still have to stand by and watch. But I think we need to ask ourselves questions. This is time, and towards the future, internet might be as well a new human right. Actually, let me tell you one thing. You know why Africans, we were colonized? It's the same thing. The act of banning TikTok is they want to reverse kind of a move. This thing might not happen today. It might be progressive, pulling away tools that connect us to the other world, connect us to other people, connecting us to other cultures. I know what is happening in China. They're building skyscrapers and big bridges. I've never been to that place. I know what's happening in Ukraine. I'm seeing every day on this platform bombs and bullets and all this. I'm seeing all the weapons American own. Just sitting by my couch or standing somewhere like the place I am, or watching all this. I've never been there. But in some way, I believe they are there. What if I didn't know they are there? This is what happened when colonialists came to Africa. Not that Africans were stupid or backward. It's only because they didn't know what was happening there. They didn't know that gunpowder has evolved over the years. That gunpowder had moved from China, from bamboo barrels into iron barrels. They didn't know that gunpowder was being now advanced. They didn't know. When all this came to Africa, it was a new thing. And that technology had advanced to a point that Africans were now seen as backward. And for many years, it has become like it has stamped us to the ground, so that their industries have more of advance more than what we have, right? So we have to ask ourselves, Africans, we don't own the internet. If we have internet infrastructure, we don't own anything. Like, basically, I don't think we have too much. we have much of finance on this platform. We don't have enough investment on this platform, and I think that's a big question for us Africans. We need to ask ourselves, what if they decide to pull away all these tools? Internet is now becoming part of our life. Internet is a living, people earn living from the internet sources, internet platform, internet creations, even what I'm doing here. So first of all, let me say that's a bad move for the congressman in the US. It is a bad move. And again, number two, African, we have to ask ourselves, where do we chip in? And we have to do it so rapidly. Our governments have to do, no, not really our governments, we the people, we have to ask ourselves, what do we own on the internet? Yeah, you could be having many followers on this platform, and this person, whoever controls that platform, can decide to switch you off, and you can't do anything. You'll still be where will you yell to? Who will you yell to? Number three, I think this is an opportunity for TikTok. Like yesterday, it's the first time I've seen. I saw the CEO of TikTok. He's a young man. I've never known about him. I've never read about him. I will say he's the Singapore Mark Zuckerberg. He's young like the Facebook guy. So I didn't know. I just knew from this gadget here. So you need to protect your workers, whoever handles TikTok globally, because now you are in a TikTok is this the point now for US government to completely ban TikTok. This is what they'll do. They'll get a reason to politicize you badly. How? Let's say one of your security guard at your data centers, I don't know where, or one of your worker working in a data center somewhere disappears or dies mysteriously. This will be the first weapon against you, like bad media. So for TikTok to remain stable, it has to be the insiders, whoever works for TikTok must be protected. I thought I should say so. Again, this is an opportunity for TikTok to gain their value. Yeah, it is a brand. The government, the congressmen are building the TikTok brand. So over the coming days, we'll see TikTok gaining value on the stock market. So that's my take on this. So thank you. I'm Chacha Monsiro. I am from Kenya, East Africa.